Mic'd up.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Highlights from Lowlifes. Tonight we're at beautiful Banner Island Ballpark, home of the Stockton Ports. We're going to spend the next half hour or so walking around the ballpark, interviewing some of the folks here that we know. Our first guest this evening is the general manager of the team, Jordan Feneck. Jordan is going to be interviewed by our own Rob Lannerman, who I will switch to right now.
And we're here. We're in one of the suites here at Banner Island. It's great. Jordan has been a great friend of the Silver Sluggers group that Rob and I participate in. Tell us a little bit about the Silver Sluggers. Let's hit right there first.
Oh, the Silver Sluggers is a great program. And first off, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. We appreciate the support and that you're in the program. But you can't beat it. It's the best deal in Stockton. It's $40 and you get a ticket to all Wednesday home games. So, when you do the math, it breaks out to $4 a game. Plus, you get a really cool shirt this year. I think you can see the shirt on Rob. It's a nice purple shirt. And you get to come check out all the Wednesday games, which is incredible. We take care of the Silver Sluggers by giving them a special meal deal that's really discounted. We have attendance incentives, and it's really just because we want to fill the park on Wednesdays and show everyone in the community a great time.
Yeah, well, I come all the way from Napa to be part of this. It's such a great experience, and the ballpark to me is really something that calls me back here to Stockton all the time. I've been to AA and AAA parks that don't have the kind of professionalism this park has. So obviously you've got a team of people that know what they're doing.
I appreciate that. It's one of the most beautiful ballparks that I've seen, and I think it's a testament to why we've been around for so long and why we've been such a staple in Stockton. We have a great grounds crew that works really hard. Our operations crew is excellent at what they do, and there's a lot that goes into keeping the ballpark as nice as we keep it.
Yeah, it's a great experience. Stockton has a reputation as a tough town, but I've never had anything but a fun, safe, great experience here at the park. And you guys get a lot of families out.
Absolutely. Yeah, our slogan, and my staff makes fun of me all the time for saying this, but our slogan is affordable family fun. So we want it to not break the bank. We want it to feel safe, and we want people to be able to come out and let their kids run around while the parents get to enjoy a baseball game and not have to go too deep in the wallet for it.
That's great. So, all right, let's shift gears for a second. We're going to go over to what you do as a general manager of a minor league team. I think people have a pretty good grasp of what the major league GMs do, but as a minor league, I feel like there's a lot more hats than maybe at the major level.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a common misconception with being the general manager of a minor league team. I don't do any player movement or contracts or deciding who's going up and down. That's all handled by the affiliate team. So my role is all business operations. So I oversee kind of all departments of operating the business, such as merchandise sales, sponsorship sales, ticket sales, the finance side of things. And luckily, I have a really, really great staff that's able to help. So we have certain positions on the team that oversee those departments, and I'm kind of the figurehead that works with them and checks on everything they're doing. The key thing really is instead of just being a leader in the office, you're also kind of the liaison with the city, because we have a city-owned ballpark, so we got to have someone to communicate with the city. You're the liaison with Major League Baseball to make sure that we're following the PDL and following all the operating guidelines. So it's strictly business, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great time, and you can't beat it.
Are you like the players? Do you see yourself moving up within the ranks, trying to get to the show, or is this kind of a thing that you're really focused on for your term?
I think the cool thing about minor league baseball is that there's so much opportunity for growth within minor league baseball, and it's not necessarily just about going up in levels. I think the players are more focused on that, obviously. Right. But a cool thing to look at is getting into ownership groups and kind of being. I look at my boss, who's the president of our ownership group, and our ownership group owns 3 teams. So our president and partial owner, he's the control person for all 3 of the teams, and each team has a general manager. So my end goal is to ultimately get to be the president of an ownership group and eventually own my own minor league team.
Wow.
It's a very fun thing to do. They're lucrative businesses, and a lot goes into it, but it's very rewarding to be able to provide your community with something that's so impactful. Is something that has always resonated with me.
Oh, that's amazing. That's kind of the information we were hoping to bring to the show tonight.
Well, I'm happy to. Yeah, I'm always happy to talk minor league baseball, because a lot of people don't know too much about it, and it's a really cool thing, and I think communities that have minor league baseball are really lucky to have them.
Yeah, I went to UOB, and I used to go to the Ports games at Billy Hebert
Very nice.
years and years ago during the Brewers era. So to see this ballpark compared to what that was, it's just absolutely amazing. And I think, I mean, again, I can't stress enough how much I think this really separates you from a lot of the teams that are out there.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's beautiful, and I mean, it's funny. It's kind of a full circle moment, but I've been coming to Ports games since I was a kid because I'm born and raised in Stockton, and the ballpark was beautiful back then, and it's still just as beautiful now. And hopefully, with in the next couple of years, and hopefully some nice renovations around here, it'll be even nicer and even better. So.
Yeah, I can tell you like it because I keep seeing you scanning the park that we're talking about.
Yeah, and I also want to make sure that all the fans are having a good time, make sure the staff's doing all right. So I always want to check on them.
Speaking of the fans having a good time, one of the things that is great about minor league baseball, even going back to when I was a little kid, there was always activities and events and things like that. You guys do them really well, and you got a bunch coming up. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, absolutely. This is this weekend actually that we're coming up on is one of our biggest weekends of the year. We have Hawaiian shirt giveaway on Friday, which people really like. We're actually, a couple years in the past we've tried it with just doing the giveaway. This year we wanted to put more of a theme on it, so we're doing a luau night. So we're gonna deck the ballpark out like you're in Hawaii, and we're gonna have a Hawaiian barbecue in the back in our left field barbecue bullpen that people can purchase and have unlimited. It's like Hawaiian style chicken, pineapple skewers, all sorts of luau food. I tried to roast a pig, but our director of food and beverage said no. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a great night. And then Saturday on May 4th, we're gonna do May the 4th be with you and have Star Wars night. So we're gonna have some characters out here. We did a special ticket package that people could purchase, and they're gonna get to take a picture with the Star Wars characters, and they also get their own lightsaber when they come in the gate. Nice. So that'll be a really fun night and really, really intriguing. But we work so hard in the off season to plan our promotional schedule to a T. You should, I always tell people it's one of the funniest things to watch, but you should see us in a marketing meeting in September, October when we're planning for the next year, because we have calendars out, we have Post-it notes, we're moving stuff around, writing stuff on a whiteboard, and it's a science to get our promotional schedule exactly how we want it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, we're looking forward to hanging around the ballpark tonight and seeing all the people out here. We appreciate you taking the time to be on the show with us, and we look forward to a great game. We're going to knock down those Visalia Rawhide.
Let's do it. Yeah, we got the win last night, so let's do it again. I appreciate you having me on.
Great. Thanks.
Hope you guys have a great night, and if you need anything, let me know.
All right.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right. Well, that was outstanding. We've never done anything like this live in the ballpark, but it is definitely super easy for us to do, and you're probably going to see us do more of this in the future as we roll along. So, Rob, got anything to add? I'll show the ballpark while you're talking.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordan. Really appreciate you joining us. Jordan may not know, but both Rob and I went to Giants Fantasy Camp several years ago, and we rented out this stadium for a tournament. Also, Billy Hebert. We played on both fields. We brought the Dodgers fantasy campers, the A's fantasy campers, and the Mariners fantasy campers up here, and we got to play on this field, which was quite the treat. Our crowds were in the tens. Yeah, just not a lot of people came out to see us, but we had a really good time playing here. Quite the environment, beautiful stadium, very family oriented, and we've really enjoyed coming here over the years. We have another guest. Kevin's here. Yes. Kevin's going to tell us a little bit about what he does. Rob, I'm going to send it over to you.
Okay. I feel like I got to angle it into the ballpark a little more since we have Kevin, our stadium operations manager, director?
Manager.
All right, great.
That's me. Good to be on.
Come on. Where you can see yourself and your goals.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, thanks. So tell us about the ballpark.
The ballpark was built in 2005. Like Jordan alluded to, it's city owned. So a lot of what goes into it is me communicating with the city about repairs, things that we've got coming up, any events that we might have outside like normal game days. And then a lot of what I do is just like set up, take down, make sure everything operationally is good to go for the game.
So grounds crew and all of those guys go forward.
Grounds crew is contracted by the city through the arena next door. So I work closely with our head groundskeeper just to make sure that if we have any like events planned on the field, anything like that, that he's aware of that he can plan ahead and make sure that we're all good to go.
Gotcha. So you use it during the off season as well? Then?
Yeah, we have a ton of like special events is what we call them. So we do, we've done baseball events and non-baseball events. So we've had like college games here, high school games, stuff like that. And then we've done concerts. We have a boxing event here scheduled for July.
Oh, wow.
So they are a local boxing like entertainment group.
Right.
So they do boxing events at the arena, and they reach out to us and are planning the first one here. So we're really excited about that on July 20th.
Yeah, the arena. I know the Stockton Heat were there for quite a long time. The hockey team, and we went to several games. Oh, those guys were great. That was great. I'm sure they're missed right now.
Yeah, they're missed in the community for sure.
But you have the is it the Monarchs?
The Kings.
The Kings. Okay.
Yeah. They're the G League affiliate of Sacramento.
Yeah, so it's a great complex with the arena and the ballpark.
Yeah, it's a good dynamic between us because we can feed off each other. We trade season tickets and we have a lot of the same fan base, so we communicate pretty regularly with them.
Right. And the Ports, I forgot to mention this to Jordan. I mean, I've noticed coming to the Ports games that you have a really loyal fan base that's out here.
Yeah, definitely. Stockton is very loyal. The fans that do come, especially all of our season ticket holders, they get very into the game and into the team, and it's not just like, oh, we're A's fans, so we're Ports fans. It's like, oh, we're Stockton fans. That's the big thing in this community is being a fan of Stockton. And Ports are a great way to show loyalty that way.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Well, great. Appreciate your time. I know you got a lot going on for tonight, so to take a couple of minutes with mooks like us, I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, there we go. Rob, back to you waddling around.
All right. Thank you to both of our guests so far. I know that we have a large following out in the parking lot. Our other Silver Sluggers wearing their purple shirts are out in the parking lot, and they are sending in comments from the parking lot. So let's see if I'll play one of these right now.
JC Penney here. Jordy, just like to say thank you for all the promotions that you do, especially Silver Sluggers, from our Bill Veneer group, which I think is your biggest group, that come down here every Wednesday night home game. We really enjoy it and appreciate what you've done.
All right, so JC is referring to our good friend Bill Bernier, who has put together our Stockton Ports Silver Sluggers group. I think there's about 20 of us, maybe more. I don't want to downgrade that at all. Give you a little bit of history of the Stockton Ports and the Oakland A's. I think the A's took over operation of this team in 2005, around the time this stadium was built. And some pretty damn good major league ball players have come through this ballpark. Matt Olson, the all-star first baseman for the Atlanta Braves, is a former Stockton Port.
Matt Chapman.
Rob is correct. The recent signing by the San Francisco Giants to play third base has played here as a Port. Jesus Luzardo, starting pitcher for the Miami Marlins, was a Port. Many other major leaguers have come through here. We're actually standing in one of the suites here at Banner Island Ballpark, and we're seeing a couple pictures around here. There's a picture of Babe Ruth attending a game. Let's see if I can get that up there for you.
You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go over to this other one.
This is dated October 23rd, 1924. Babe is playing a game in Stockton. Rob has moved across the room, and he is taking a picture of a group of Stockton Ports players. I recognize one of them. In the back row on the left is former Major League All-Star center fielder for the Baltimore Orioles and New York Yankees, Paul Blair. So this picture is probably from the 1960s at some point.
And that looks like Billy Hebert Field, the original home of the
probably
Ports.
Billy Hebert. So thought maybe we could spend some time going for a walk and checking out other parts of the ballpark. So follow me.
Oh, there's the garbage can. So that was really good.
All right. I'm exiting our suite. Here you can see we are behind home plate, and the grounds crew is watering the field before our game. The game will start in about 45 minutes.
Hey, Rob.
As you can see, the front gates have opened, and they're starting to let fans in. Those wearing the purple shirts are members of the Silver Sluggers. Here we have the standings as they currently fall. And unfortunately, our Stockton Ports are last in their division with a record of 6-14 going into tonight. The Modesto Nuts are 15-5. They lead that division, the North Division. And of course, we have tonight's lineups with the Ports and the visiting team tonight. And gosh, I can't remember who the visiting team is. We'll find out.
Rawhide.
We're going back towards the front of the stadium where we normally enter. And we have our guest services area. Here's some community services desks with handouts for interested fans.
So the Ports are playing the Visalia Rawhide tonight. And the interesting thing about that is that the Visalia Rawhide are a farm team for the Arizona Diamondbacks. 4 of their top 10 prospects are playing for Visalia tonight, including Drew Jones, who was a big draft pick. So we're very excited to see that young man play ball tonight and see the Ports strike him out several times.
I didn't hear anything that Rob said. I'm here at the craft beer stand, and that's all I care about.
Let's go. Come on by.
Here's our beers for this evening. We've got Taco Truck, 805, Cali Squeeze, Kona Big Wave, Golden State Cider. Oh, this is going to be good. I can't wait for this. Oh,
Neither can I.
Rob is attempting to get himself a beer.
I'll have a Jalisco.
I'm sure he'll buy me one.
Yeah, I'll get you one. Does he have anything non-alcoholic?
Yeah, I got a actual non-alcoholic beer.
No, I don't want to do that to him.
We have crunch time for loaded nachos. They are served in a plastic sports helmet. When you're finished with your nachos, you clean out the helmet, put it on your head. Going down for a walk down the left field line. We're here at the Dippin' Dots stand, which used to be the ice cream of the future, but that was 20 years ago. I don't think it's the future anymore. Let's head back and see what Rob's up to. Did you order my beer?
Yes.
Cheers.
They don't have almanac, so we'll adjust accordingly.
Yes, this is the first night that we're not having almanac beer. All right, we're heading over to the Guest Services Center. coming over to see my friends that are working in guest services
Rob's going to
and to
guest
let them
services
know
at
that they're
the
live
store.
on our show right now. Who do we have here, sir?
My name is Gary.
Gary and Gary and Sarah. Could you tell us a little bit about what a typical game day is like? Uh-oh, Gary, I've stunned Gary.
Talk about so many times. Typical game day for me is courtesy of field cars, providing general information, making out programs, game schedule, that sort of thing. Typically, just informational type of activities. If they ask me questions, they can appear, in charge of that particular aspect. Usually happy with the results.
Okay. And what prompted you to take a job with the ports?
Well, looking at the house, so gives the opportunity to work here. So yeah, so be social with people.
Hey, Gary, that's my dream too. All right. Tell me a little bit about your day.
My day. We're being started for drop-in, finishing up for clients and making sure all their stuff is booked. Making phone calls, answering questions, and getting ready for the game. Then we come out here, prepare the song for the game. There might be setting a table for giveaways for giveaway night or speaking for vendors who are coming out. And then I spend most of my time up here at main gate, starting the game, helping out with their services, helping out with fans coming to the games, answering questions, and all that jazz.
All right. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate your time, both of you.
Thank you.
All right. Rob, can you hear me? Rob, if you
I
can
can
hear
hear
me,
you.
where are you at? What are we looking at?
Can you hear me? I am in the Ports store.
I guess
looking at
he's
the
not
beer
paying
and baseball
attention to me.
t-shirt, which
We're looking at a
it's
baseball
right
shirt.
there in front of me.
All right. I'm walking the concourse. Oh, there's Rob. Rob, I can't hear you.
Yes, you can.
Go for it.
I'm still here in the Port store, as you asked me to do. we're taking a look at all
Oh, I can't
the
hear you.
great goodies they have here for sale.
All right, folks, what you're looking at here is a history of where the ports have been in their entire affiliation time. They started out in 1941 with the Los Angeles Angels. They were affiliated with the Oakland Oaks from 47 to 48, the Chicago White Sox in 1949, the St. Louis Browns in 1952, and the Chicago Cubs in 53 and 54. Then they were the Oakland Oaks affiliate in 1955, moved to the Baltimore Orioles for 2 years in 56 and 57, and then on to the St. Louis Cardinals in 58. Then a long affiliation with the Orioles from 59 to 71, the California Angels in 72, the expansion Seattle Mariners in 1978, the Milwaukee Brewers from 1979 to 2000, the Reds for 2 years in 2001 to 2002, the Rangers from 2003 to 2004, and here the Oakland A's from 2005 to the present. All right. Rob, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I see him. I see him. There he is. So, folks, I think we're going to end our show.
No. Now wait a minute.
Oh, we're not going to end our show. Rob wants to do something.
We've got a bunch of calls we got.
All right. Cycle through some calls.
Well, I mean, we sort of did what you drink, and you saw us get our beers. So let's see what somebody else is drinking.
What am I drinking? Well, I'm drinking the Flow because I'm going with the Flow tomorrow to Vegas for a weekend of baseball. So to get myself in the mood, I've got a cold one here, Almanac's Flow. Hey, I also want to shout out to JC, fellow Sigma Nu alumnus. So greetings, Sigma Nu here from USC, also enjoying Almanac's Flow.
All right, good words from Big Juicy there.
What you drinking? Well, first of all, the Sigma Nu alumni from Oregon State and the House members who were of age really enjoyed the Almanac True Colt and the Ports Light Lager this weekend before the Oregon State-Oregon baseball game. Thanks, Almanac.
All right, there's our plug for Almanac.
For Club Consumers for specials and exclusive membership deals.
Here's Ezra von Mermel's
The Ports are proud to provide the most
Ezra von
experienced fans
Mermel's coming at you from Yankees
with
Coast.
We're right by the PA system, but we got another one from Ezra.
Locations at section
Well
1 and
said.
6 and 117.
We have another one from the Yankees Coast to Coast guys. Mike Miller.
Business online.
Yeah, but I look good for 75.
One
more coming from Ezra von Mermel's spot.
Ezra from
California Water Service Company
could potentially be
the Stockton Ports water
a
fountain
screening
located
issue
around
here for us to discuss that with the
Ballpark
Ports
and
folks.
remind all
So
Ports fans
we had
to
to
use
kind of
water
step around that
wisely.
one carefully, but
Essential.
they definitely have a good draw here at Stockton for these Ports games. And tonight's a great night. There's a little bit of a breeze. The wind seems to be dying down, and we're probably about 73, 74 degrees right now.
Of the Stockton Adventures out. Together inspired.
All right. Hey, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Today's game is brought to you by
This didn't go as we expected, but I hope you had fun with us. And we'll see you next Wednesday night for another episode of Highlights from Lowlifes. Take it easy. Bye-bye now.
Official oatmeal sounds so formal.